the Knicks offense through the first 5 games were in the high 20s. That is where they were ranked in terms of offensive rating, and you will see where it is after Sunday night when we look at some of the data. But that's going to go up as they start to make shots. And you mentioned the P word that's been used all offseason long. That's pace, right? And I think there's a lot of things people think about pace, a lot about the moving up fast up and down the court, but a lot of it has to do with ball movement, even in the half court. And Mike Brown's talked about this, Benji, right? He's talked about pace and ball movement being crucial for this team. You're watching the film here, when you look at the film, what are you seeing particularly, like specifically in the offense, that you like about how it's flowing through Jalen Brunson and karl-Anthony Towns when they're on the floor? What do you like about what you're seeing thus far?
I like the way they're interacting more frequently, and it's not simply through like a static pick and roll where defenses know how to handle that. They're probably going to switch that because they'll put their two best wing defenders on Brunson and KAT so that they can switch it. We saw with Tibbs, he had to almost go away from that action because of the easy switchability of it. And now you're not having your two best players interact. The whole purpose of Jalen Brunson and karl-Anthony Towns together on a team is that they should interact all the time offensively and make defenses make tough decisions. What you're seeing with this increased pace, whether it's a slot to slot flip where Brunson brings the ball up, will pitch it back to Towns. And that's an interaction that makes the defense make a decision without a static pick and roll. Or Brunson comes down the floor, dumps it to KAT at the elbow, and then runs off of him for either a DHO or a fake, a dribble handoff or a fake, and now karl-Anthony Towns is a driver. So it's less kind of static pick and roll between those two, but because of the pace that they're playing with, they're interacting early in a possession, making defenses make tough decisions, and then taking advantage. Both of them are such good drivers of the basketball. So I like what we're seeing in terms of the increased interaction between Towns and Brunson. And like more generally, just the increased pace off of rebounds, especially Towns' outlet passes to Brunson, that's creating so many good threes in the open court. And then if the defense gets pushed down through that pace, it's a pitch back to Towns at the top of the key as a trailer, and we know how devastating he is in that position, whether it's shooting the three or a pump fake, and he's driving and he's getting two and probably an and one.